So this is getting more concerning.
The process is simple and swift. A pinch of the skin, and in a matter of seconds, chip is inserted. Transformation is complete.
Did you guys ever think that you'd live in an era where you will need to have a computer chip inside your skin? Got some new stuff coming out in the news on that, and here's an angle they're taking on it. Prime Minister Starmer claims that the digital ID program will help stop illegal immigration. So you put it all together, have a problem with immigration. Well, now we got a reason to have digital ID. What if I told you some places are already talking about it, making it mandatory? Check it out.
Today, I am announcing this government will make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work by the end of this Parliament. Let me spell that out. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID. It's as simple as that.
And that's not the only place. There's another place, and then we've got RFK Jr. giving his take.
What we're seeing today is what I call turnkey totalitarianism.
Are we closer than we think having a mandatory chip in us for us to even be able to work, get on an airplane, get insurance? I'm going to give you an update on what's going down with this because I think it's going to affect us a lot sooner than we think. Coming right up. Hey guys, my name is Cohen here at Riverside Homestead, and if you're brand new here, welcome. And if you guys are into prepping tips, emergency preparedness, and most important, news and awareness that affects you, be sure to start this video off with a like, hit that notification bell so you guys can stay up to date, and let's begin. Welcome back, guys. Thanks for starting this off with a like. Now, you guys remember this just a couple years ago.
Swedish company Epicenter went viral on Friday when it publicized a new technology that would implant a microchip under your skin to prove that you've taken the Fauci ouchie. There are many lessons to take away from this creepy turn of events. First, ideas that began as wild, crazy conspiracy theories are morphing into reality before our very eyes as we enter into the third year.
Now, I don't know if you guys have already seen this, but this has been circulating as well. In Sweden, over 6,000 people have voluntarily had microchips implanted in their hands to replace conventional items like ID cards, credit cards, transit passes, and even office keys.
The process is simple and swift. A pinch of the skin, and in a matter of seconds, chip is inserted. Transformation is complete.
Seriously, it's getting crazy. Before I tell you about the mandatory chip that just came out in the news with the UK, if this is the first time you're hearing about this, check this out. This is kind of how it works.
Cyberpunk is happening now. Actually, it started 10 years ago in Stockholm. Biohacks International offered employees at the Epicenter business hub to implant microchips instead of using work passes. At first, dozens of people agreed, then hundreds. So what did they implant? Just a tiny chip the size of a grain of rice. Basically, it works like NFC, like your credit card or Apple Pay. You can use it to open doors, pay for food in vending machines, use company equipment. Inside, it has a microchip and a tiny antenna. It's implanted right in the hand between the thumb and index finger. Of course, there were critics. They asked, can people be tracked? Will everyone be forced to do this? But in Sweden, new tech like cashless payment is easily accepted. And today, more than 30,000 people in the country have voluntarily implanted microchip.
There's already 30,000. You guys see where this is going? Now we've got RFK Jr. coming out warning the world what this is going to look like if this continues at the rate it's going, which it already is. And I'm going to show you what he has to say, but this is what's brand new in the news. UK goes Orwellian with mandatory digital ID and biometric tracking. And I'd say that's probably against the grain of general population. Check it out. He's basically saying, this is what we're going to do, and this is how it's going to work, so deal with it.
And that is why today I am announcing this government will make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work by the end of this Parliament. Let me spell that out. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID. It's as simple as that. Because decent, pragmatic, fair-minded people, they want us to tackle the issues that they see around them. And of course, the truth is, we won't solve our problems if we don't also take on the root causes, looking upstream to tackle poverty, conflict,
You see how this gets twisted? Is look at all of the world problems, so we're gonna control the people versus the problems. And you guys heard that verbiage, right? You must have digital ID for the right to work. And trust me, I can see this going down the path, the right to have insurance, the right to own a home, the right to get on an airplane, the right to travel. You guys know it's headed down that path. I don't know how long until we see that, but it's definitely pointing in that direction. Speaking of insurance, you guys want to make this free phone call. Make sure that you guys aren't overpaying or have some kind of crooked insurance policy. The call is free. These guys can go through tens of thousands of plans. Make sure that you guys are on the best plan. And if you're already on the best plan, they'll let you know. Already seen several reports of people saving thousands of dollars. So check it out, it's free. So also recently coming out, RFK Jr. exposes the terrifying plan behind digital ID, the CBDCs, and warns America, resist or be enslaved. Now I'm just gonna play it. It's a short clip. Whether you like the guy or not, let me know in the comments. And let me know if you agree with what he's saying and your whole thoughts on this whole digital ID thing. It's nuts.
Is what I call turnkey totalitarianism. They are putting in place all of these technological mechanisms for control we've never seen before. It's been the ambition of every totalitarian state from the beginning of mankind to control every aspect of behavior, of conduct, of thought, and to obliterate dissent. None of them have been able to do it. They didn't have the technological capacity. Today, the mechanisms are being put in place that will make it so none of us can run and none of us can hide. Within 5 years, we're going to see 415,000 low-orbit satellites. Bill Gates says his 65,000 satellites alone will be able to look at every square inch of the planet 24 hours a day. Digital currency that will allow them to punish us from a distance and cut off our food supply. Every right that you have is transformed into a privilege contingent upon your obedience to arbitrary government dictates. It will make you a slave. And what do we do about this? What do? We resist. I'm going to tell you 3 rules that you all need to know and memorize. Number 1, every power that government takes from us, it will never relinquish voluntarily. Number 2, every power they take from us, they will ultimately abuse to the maximum extent possible. Number 3, nobody in history of the planet has ever complied their way out of totalitarian control. Every capitulation is a signal to the oppressors to impose new forms of torment or torture or compliance or obedience. Every time you comply, you get weaker. Bullies cannot be appeased. It just encourages them to new forms of torture and torment. Every time you say yes, you're getting pushed back to a weaker position. That's why we need to resist today.
So that's what RFK Jr. had to say about the whole matter. Things are happening and faster. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Be sure to share this thing out. Let people know what's going on. Give it a thumbs up if you're tracking with me. It's all about keeping people aware and as prepared as possible. Got a lot more coming down the pipe. Keep prepping, keep learning, keep doing. We'll see you on the next one.